Hello Gemini, welcome to your July zodiac wheel forecast for 2020. So I'll just focus on Gemini. What messages are there for Geminis for July 2020? I invite Great Spirit, angels, guides, and divine into this reading for Gemini, July 2020, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. I'll stop there. So we've got the Emperor. The father figure, the Emperor. Authority, structure, justice, getting some balance, Knight of Swords, something suddenly coming to your attention, or someone suddenly appearing, rushing in and rushing out. Eight of Swords, restrictions and frustration there with the Eight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, it's a wonderful card to have. Captain of your own soul is the Wheel of Fortune, captain of the ship. Seven of Wands, building boundaries. Two of Swords, not being able to see things clearly is one of the main things coming through with that Two of Swords. Three of Cups, invitations, birth, christening, weddings, engagements. The High Priestess, intuition, sacred knowledge. Nine of Cups, a wish being fulfilled, enjoying the finer things in life. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands is showing you that there's enjoyment of outdoor activities again. And the Hermit, following your inner guidance. So here with the father figure being shown to you here, it's a man of authority as well. And this is how you're coming across. So someone that is in a position of power, having the power over the situation. It's a fire sign card. It's an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy being emphasized there. And of course this month we have Mars going into Aries, so you could find that, you know, you get your zest for life back again, which is always very nice. Now, the Mars in Aries energies will resonate for the next 6 months, because Mars is in Aries for the next 6 months. So this is also indicating, you know, a heightened drive and zest for life, and decisiveness as well. And it is how other people see you. So they're seeing you as being in power, whether it is in a position of power or being in your own power. There's strong ability here to express yourself in a way that's attractive to other people. And you can express yourself with a calm, harmonious manner, and there's that flirtatious and curiosity energy there with that Venus in Gemini in that first house area too. So there is that flexibility within you, and really enjoying intellectual exchanges of ideas within relationships and with other people. And as Venus moves forward, it will initiate a time to review what our life in Venus retrograde, which was last month, what that has revealed to you, and what turmoil you may have experienced through that Venus retrograde, what that has manifested. It might have blown a small issue right out of proportion, but it's letting you know that time spent exploring your needs for love and nourishment are highlighted here. So examine that. Examine where your capacity to receive that life force is coming from, and examine that ultimately it's your own ability of lovingness and the willingness to commit that can correct the situation and allow for necessary changes. Okay? Because the soul is longing for new perspectives and new experiences. And you're being in your own power, you have the ability to really listen to other people's truths at the moment. Now, here in the area of how you earn your money, your values, your sense of worth, you've got justice. Now, justice is a wonderful indication here of having something work in your favour. Something that you've been putting a lot of your self-worth into is coming up trumps. Now, see what's going on for you around the new moon on the 20th of July. The new moon's in Cancer on the 20th of July. And it's a good time to just assess how much effort you're willing to put in to bring about the transformation that you're seeking. Because you are evolving a deeper understanding of your true merit and your true self-worth. So in that, being able to focus on maintaining a sense of your own personal integrity and staying involved with the values and substance of others as well. So it's about your material worth, your money, your values, as opposed to values adopted through learned responses. So a fundamental change can occur here to alter your perspective on your invested time, love and money, and your mental dependency or independent issues, because the axis here is the second house to the 8th house. So revive your approach to your material and financial resources and how you handle them. This alliance is a alliance about maturing and looking after yourself, and justice is being shown to be done here. Your own resources, look after those. Your own personal self-esteem and talents. Your personal values, attitudes, possessions, self-esteem. You're one that does like to hold on to your money and possessions to feel secure. So with Mercury retrograde here and the new moon here, you can rethink old habit patterns and become more sensitive to getting your psychic balance right. Old associates may re-emerge out of this. Okay? So redo, reorganize, review, reevaluate. And with the new moon in Cancer on the 20th of July, it's a wonderful time to set your intentions for the month ahead. What is your true intent? And make a wish. Now, with the Knight of Swords bursting in out of the blue, it's the sign of the twins. It's a Gemini card, the Knight of Swords. So the Gemini energy is very strong here for you, Gemini. It's air sign energy. Aquarius and Libra are also air sign energies, and Justice is also a Libran card in the Major Arcana, which may give a sense of timing for you. Libra is from the 21st, 22nd of September through to the 21st, 22nd of October. So that might be a timing there being shown with that Libra energy. Now, the Knight of Swords is also a card of the two brothers. They're twins. Two brothers, and there's usually two knights on the horse, but in this card it's depicted as the one knight. But they're in a bit of a hurry, and they're very quick-witted and quick-thinking, and that kind of mind that works quickly. So this is the area of communication, short-distance travel, so it's to do with transport mode. It's to do with the mental process, communication. It is also your telepathy and mental energy, and an enthusiastic communicator, so there's an enthusiastic message coming. And there could be some pride in your siblings as well, because it governs siblings and your neighbourhood, and networking in your neighbourhood, because the local area is really important now, supporting that local area as well. Here with the Eight of Swords, you've got those restrictions being shown there in the area of home, family, and family members, property, land, hometown, and country all come under the 4th house area. And there's frustration there as well as restrictions in order to get on with life freely. So feeling a little bit held back. Now you like your home neat and tidy, Gemini, and there could be family members that are describing you as being fussy or critical of the family members. So I will focus for you on that and ask for divine direction with that area for you, Gemini. Take that one sticking out. And it says create. Unlock your creative side with dance, music, art or writing. But it's saying to express yourself. So if you are restricted and have to stay at home, or restricted from your home, whatever the case may be, try to get rid of some of that frustration by, you know, writing about it, drawing about it, writing a song. That kind of energy is being shown to you there. That's your message. Now here you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the fated energy in the Wheel of Fortune. It's letting you know that you are captain of your own ship. Even though you are committed to having fun and sharing your creative pursuits with your loved ones, your partner or a love interest, you're also looking for someone who will prove to be a good co-partner and have some fun with them. And that could involve your children as well. And peace and harmony are really what you're striving for now, Gemini. So it's your vital ingredient into how you can really have that pleasure and give that love, because this is the area of the love given, and children, matters of the heart, your joy, where you find your joy. So the fate is going to take a hand in this and turning the wheel in your favour in whatever area it is that you're focusing on, Gemini, to do with matters of the heart, your children, how you have fun. It's letting you know not to take any risks, because the Wheel of Fortune is around the right way, and it's also the message that you are in control. You're not at the mercy of externals. You've got a choice and not to take any risks. So here you've got the Seven of Wands, and that to, in a way, protect yourself and protect, you know, your partner or your co-worker, because this is the area of health, diet, routine, day-to-day activities, your health regime, your exercising, your sense of well-being, and it also is the area governing your pets. The Seven of Wands is standing your ground and building a safety barrier. Okay? Could be to do with your job or health. And here is the Two of Swords in the area of relationships, whether it's business relationships or partnerships of intimate kind. This is letting you know that you've got your blinkers on and you're not seeing the bigger picture. You need more clarity. And the nodes, the south node is in here, in this 7th house area. And its influence is one of flexibility and to leave behind past life habits that may have been sabotaging you, self-sabotaging, and find the balance between self-assertion and the giving to others. Alright? Big call for you to find that balance with justice here in more than just one area of your life. Okay? You can speak from the higher mind and share with others what the meaning of life is for you, and that will expand your consciousness and take off your blinkers and give yourself time to really think about the big picture. And not looking at everything from a narrow point of view. And that way you will be able to communicate your ideas that can really help others as well, whether it's business or intimate relationships. Here you have celebrations with the Three of Cups there in the area that governs other people's resources or joint resources, help from other people. And it's the beginning and the ending, so some things are ending so that it can bring about a new beginning. And it's inheritances, taxation, but there's celebration with that Three of Cups there. So I do feel that there's invitations involved with that as well, but you're celebrating, and the axis is here to the justice. So you're celebrating some kind of justice that's in your favour by the looks of this with the Three of Cups. Now the full moon is in Capricorn here in the 8th house on the 5th of July, and that's also the time when there will be the lunar eclipse and the stellium in Capricorn, which is Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn and the moon, full moon in Capricorn. And the lunar eclipse is at 2:44 p.m. on July the 5th, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So it might be the 4th or 5th or 6th, depending on where you are on the planet. But here in Australia it's on the 5th of July at 2:44 p.m. This brings a time that you can take care of what you can control and let go of what you can't. Could indicate also this lunar eclipse some stormy weather for people in authoritative places, politicians, CEOs, that type of thing. Any people in position of power will, if there's any weaknesses in their position, it will be exposed. So politicians, for example, their failures will be brought to bear. So interesting how that will unfold. So this area involves banks, insurance companies, governments, that kind of thing. So on a personal level, with the 8th house, 2nd house axis, you are evolving on a deeper understanding of your true merit and your self-worth, and you're celebrating that. So there's fundamental changes that are occurring, and over time you will be altering your perspective on your time and your investment of your time and love and money, along with mental dependency and independency issues. You could also find yourself revive your approach to material and financial resources and how you are handling them. But the best news is that it's a celebration and invitations. So there could also be a situation of marriage or invitation to a wedding, christening, and the birth of a child is also indicated there. In the time of 3 too, and also with that, it's when the 3 appears, it's a time, if 3 people agree, so shall it be. So if you're trying to make a decision and you get 3 of you that actually agree, that is the way to go. Okay? So here in the area of the High Priestess, she is one that can reveal that which is hidden. She's the keeper of secrets. So she knows and has great knowledge, but she keeps it silent. And you know, in that respect, she can be trusted to keep things to herself, but she has great knowledge and wisdom in which to share. So in the 9th house there is, some of you will be looking at studying or higher education or updating your credentials, that kind of thing. There's something else to learn, to grow upon and evolve of what you've already accomplished. So that's lovely. It's also learning and understanding a new perspective about foreign cultures. Something that may have been a secret is going to be coming to light as well, or coming out, interestingly enough. And if you've been coming from a place of superficial opinions and not really drawing on your more broader philosophy on life, then that's where you could find you'll have a bit of a shortfall with Saturn here retrograde in the 9th house. So examine, possibly over and over again, how to blend your diverse thoughts and opinions and ideas ethically into a better philosophy on life. Okay? Because with Saturn retrograde cycles, it can create confrontation between what you feel is justified and correct and what is considered by authorities to be against the law or tradition. So do be careful with that for some of you. And there also may be that urge to broaden your home base, which wouldn't surprise me because there's some frustration with the home base being shown there. And they're wanting you to create and unlock that which is holding you back, really. So it could well be that you're driven to explore higher education. Now here we have in the area of your career, the zenith of the wheel, professional and outer world, wish being fulfilled with that Nine of Cups. So that's really lovely to see there. I'm very, very pleased to see that. So you've got a couple of reasons to feel like a bit of a celebration, or a bit of something is turning in your direction, Gemini. Even though you may have gone through a period of feeling a bit unsettled in your inner security and the polarity between what is truly secure and what is superficial. Superficial is the outer world and security is the inner world. But there's a slow process of integrating security that you need in your life. So you're discarding any false buffers. This will bring the wish into being for you, because it does appear that you have had a bit of disruption and upheaval and feeling a little bit perplexed there. Okay? So never fear, there is more of a fundamental theme recreating a more balanced inner and outer world. So recreating. Okay, Gemini, because you've got Neptune retrograde in that 10th house area, and Neptune's been retrograde there since the 23rd of June. So it's a vibrational frequency of dissolving previous attitudes and perceptions, and maybe that feeling of having your little fantasy world shift and change. And you know, with that feeling, it's a bit difficult to articulate your own feelings or ideas, that kind of thing. So when Neptune is retrograde, it's an incubation time. So from that you can be truly reborn with a more realistic, practical attitude towards your life, and make new ways to perceive your own reality. So out of this you will discover a new reality. Alright? In the 11th house of hopes and wishes, the 8 of Wands is letting you know that there's enjoyment there with groups that you associate with, friendships or social groups, and there's a love of outdoor activity coming back into your life, and news from faraway places as well. So you may hear from someone that lives a long way away, but it's all lifting your spirits, okay? And there is a bit of a zest for life coming back in through your friendship groups. And Mars is in Aries in this 11th house area, and it will be there for the next 6 months. So that's the masculine energy and the sex drive energy, and it can be aggressive, but it can also be assertive and decisive. So there's energetic energy with Mars in Aries. Yes, Mars is the god of war, but Aries are the pioneers. So it's a case of going forward with passion. And getting your physical system into good condition. So you could be actually, you know, working out with a new lot of people in some sort of outdoor physical activity, and getting yourself fit and in good condition again. So it's taking the initiative and there's also that social consciousness connected with this area and this card. Getting into, you know, going to sporting events, that kind of thing. And here you have the Hermit in the area of your subconscious. So this is letting you know that you can trust your gut instincts with that Hermit. You do have the wisdom, and especially with the High Priestess there, that's definitely trusting your psychic abilities. Trust that gut instincts. You have the wisdom. There's something that you're trying to get your finger on, you can't quite get your finger on it. Well, here through July you're going to figure it out. It's going to become clear. It may not have been clear before because you've had your blinkers on, you're not been listening or not really looking at the big picture. Well, this is letting you know that you will be looking at the big picture and experiencing intuitive flashes, because you've got the Uranus in Taurus energy there also in that 12th house. So I do like that being there. I'll just now ask for a confirmation card for Gemini for July for this reading. One wanted to come out, so I will take that top one. Oh yes. The big message for you is trust your intuition. Really know that that gut instinct of yours is right, Gemini. The High Priestess has popped out for you. Owl medicine, which is also about wisdom, which is also the Hermit message. So this is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. Wonderful. And I will just ask your guardian angel message for July. guardian angel is the angel of the night sky, and number 32. It's a wonderful place to be able to contemplate, just looking up at that beautiful Milky Way. Number 32. So when you're trying to get some more clarity, which I do feel is to do with business or intimate relationships, it's not a good time to sign contracts at the moment either, Gemini. So if you're needing some clarity, spend some time out in the night and look up. Always look up. You will know you're not alone in this. There's billions and billions of stars out there. And in winter time in Australia, we certainly have a massive, spectacular view of the Milky Way. So, yeah, for those of you that have got the opportunity to have a really good look at that, this is a big message about doing that for you. You can ask the angel of the night sky to help you and show you the right direction. So thank you, Gemini, for joining me so much today, and I send you much loving light and peace. Namaste.